So, look. I'm going to give you a little hint of what I have built. It's a magic word. It's called arbitrage. Look it up. Learn what it is. So that's what That's what one of our platform. So I have a three-tier platform on my NFT, and we are utilizing that word arbitrage. Arbitrage. It's very powerful. It's very powerful. It's the key. It's really the key to what these companies are using. There's a legal and ethic boundary that you have to uh, realize in the crypto market scheme, but it's really broad. So and it varies between states and countries. Um, so, but um, you can build this system around this thing because what essentially it is that's the main ingredient for all these other companies. There's these big, huge corporations. Um, you know, arbitrage, arbitrage, and you know, the way that I'm developing the system, it's gonna be simple, like literally simple, simple systems. You're just gonna be able to get on my platform. You're gonna be like, hey, what button do I need to press? It's going to tell you which one to go. It's going to do its thing. You're going to agree to it. Um, uh, in the meantime, while that process is going, you're going to upload all your information, and then we're gonna have a reputable a secure system to manage your finances on. Um, um, and the whole package is also going to fall in line with the tax codes. So, like, let's just say you end up making a lot of money on a deal. So, in order to save your butt on 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 any kind of money, we're going to have already your tax papers filed for you, if you want that. We're also going to be able to do your taxes on here, so it's going to be a free service. I know that you got like TurboTax and all these other free sites, but those sites don't come with an NFT and options to buy into my crypto coin. Um, you know, yeah, yeah, so let's just talk about real quick on the timeline. If I had more than just a phone, I could have this system going in a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months. And that's dedication. You have to. There's a lot of facets that you have to cover, which I'm learning. Learning them. I just hire. All I'm doing is I am treating the computer like it's my employee. I tell my employee what I want. Like I'm the boss, I'm the owner, and it does what I want. And then I have to manually do the inputting. So like then from there, after the programs are written, and then it goes into another process, which is it's a little bit harder to do. So from there, then you have to run testing. So in like 2 days, hopefully 2 days, I can get my small prototype to run an arbitrage algorithm that I can get working on its own outside of my Trustify brand. Um, and then if I can get that available, um, then we could start talking for real, for real. Like, I probably got a lot of people looking at me. Well, I mean, I don't even know how many people are watching me. It's got to be enough because like those little money ads are coming up now. But the that, you're probably thinking like, dude, you might even think I'm on drugs, but now this is just the after effect of, being locked up and drug use over time. But you have to stay focused. Earlier, I'm in my head, just thinking like, um, you know, is it even a thing? And will I get depressed if it doesn't work? No, I'm not going to get depressed if it doesn't work. It's actually going to fire. It's going to put some fire in the stove for me to actually um, upscale my equipment to make it work, because um, it's it's proven that you can get on your phone, you can start a business on your phone, an online business, very low education, with no license, no going to college. You could be all in the process of code writing, um, and you could almost be considered a coder, like you're writing code. The other coders, my one of my friends, Rob, he'll probably be like, you ain't a coder. Well, of course not, but I am a boss. I've told lots of people in my life what to do. You know, you know, just ask anybody I was in prison with. No. Just kidding, just kidding. In Chippewa Falls, though, like for sure, you can ask them. um, that's funny. Um, yeah. So arbitrage. Remember that. I have it figured out. So it's just one getting all this one place to the next is, that's, I'm running into that little bit of an issue. But 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 I've talked to some of my friends and getting into some things that weren't so ethical, and they jumped right on board. Like, bro, like if I had crack, if I had crack, or if I had some meth or something, they would be right here. You know, so think about it. It's not crack, but I mean, you might be able to buy crack in the when you get done with this. Don't buy crack. I'm just kidding. Do not. Don't do drugs. But I don't know how else to ask some of my friends, the people that I considered friends. Like to hop on board. I got one buddy that is a massive player in the AI space. You know, you know. Well, does he have time for this? Probably not, because he's got a lot of projects. He's building a house, um, and he's got little kids that he needs to take care of. But you know, um, I haven't even asked him. I should ask him, but I want to make a little bit of a headway before I start, asking him. I think he would have. I think he'd give me time, but I got to show these people that I can maintain this focus and this drive, all along. When people are helping you, just keep that in mind. When people help you, you have to be genuine with them. You have to be genuine, no matter what phase of life you're in. Even if you're a wreck, or if you're doing good, when somebody offers their hand for help, or a little bit of their time, whether they're just trying to scope you out, you have to be genuine, you know, genuine. And if you're staying at somebody else's house, make sure you clean your area, and you do all that stuff that you need to do. I got blessed with where I'm staying at right now. Um, it's not a sober living home. It's not anything like that. Um, uh, uh, but it's just, they are just really nice people. Some people are just good people. You know, it's a rare quality to find, and um, and and the lower states in Wisconsin. There's a lot of great people there. They're really nice. It's a big change. Um, but but the church that I go to, um, the people there, it's a focus. That they make you, well, they don't make you be polite, but all our teachings there are based upon the Bible, but they really break down how to utilize that information and become ethical. Integrity is a thing. Like, you have to have integrity. So um, integrity. you know, and like I said before, just because you change now and and people hate you, um, they don't have to stop hating you just because you're doing good. When what you should do is you should stay out of their way, out of their business, because it's whatever their life is doing is none of your business. You know, um, right now, I want my business out there. I want you to know that I'm trying to do something. I want to promote my car wash. I want to promote this dream, this idea that I'm having. Uh, and if you can uh, uh, do something for yourself, do it. Do it. Do it. It's not easy. Not everybody can do it. And if you spend 15 minutes a day just dreaming up an idea, uh, you want to know how many other people are doing it? Not very many. You start off with 15 minutes a day, thinking about an idea, write it down, uh, ask the computer how to get it done, and it's going to lay it out for you. And then you go over each one of those little methods that it talks about, and you break it down. Um, and then you just jump in. You jump in, you know, and if you don't, like if it doesn't succeed, you make another idea, start another business. You can create a business every day. you know, it's you know, uh, uh, it's just you know, like right now, let's just say this drags out for a couple of weeks, get burned out or something happens. At least I'll know. At least I'll be prepared for the next one. For the next one. When I first started my car wash, it took 2 months. 2 months. I made like I'd put about like $8,000 into it at first. With a decent vehicle, decent stuff. I bought a bunch of chemicals that you didn't need. It was just those bad buys when you're just starting a business because you don't know what it is. And then within 2 months, I had all my money back with a little bit of profit. So and the whole time that was going on, I was able to feed me, my fiance at the time, her kids, and we ate steak a lot. Like I was going to the Cork and Pig a lot, like 3-4 times a week, to very expensive places to eat. So, just washing cars. So think about that. If you need any advice on starting your own car wash, I can help you. I can help you. I would even, like, I'm not charging for advice, but I could use a couple of things. So if you want to help donate or sponsor my cause, sponsor. So like, let's just talk about donating and sponsoring. If you donate to somebody, you could utilize that for a tax write-off. If you sponsor somebody, sponsoring them gives you a lot more availability in your tax write-off. So think about that. Y'all have a good one.